so we have finally finished the mock, and let me just say I am so happy with how it came out, and it has exceeded my expectation. With this mock, as it is kind of the finale of season 1 of The Mandalorian, I wanted to go all out and make it the biggest mock yet, and make the scene just have so much detail and the story just so visible, and I think I succeeded pretty well. As you may have gathered from watching this video so far, the scene I chose to depict was IG-88's last sacrifice, where he gives himself up and explodes all of these troops right here in order to save the Mandalorian and Grogu and Cara Dune and Greef Karga. And I think you can totally see it. It looks, in my mind's eye, it looks exactly like how it looked in the show, and I am so happy with that. So let's just hop into some of the detail. So first off, I started kind of with the river here. I used a snot technique to get this kind of flaming edge that you see as it kind of burns into the sides of the river, and I just love how it looks. The black and the highlights of orange just make it look so realistic. I love how I was able to stuff some flames in around the sides of my custom IG-88 to look like he was also kind of burning up, which is true to the source material, and I think that looks pretty dang good. Another thing I had a lot of fun trying to figure out is this arch here. I am kind of stretching the bricks a little bit, as I had to bend them, kind of force them into position to lock in a little bit to get that right angle, but I think it came out and looks so good, because it's the struggle here was I'm trying to get this man-made object integrated perfectly into this organic rock natural object, and I think it just came together so well and so much better than I expected. The next thing I was able to work on, besides the boat, which we'll hit up later, was this rock work on the side. I was pretty happy with it. I started with some complex ball joint stuff just to try to get it as organic as possible, starting down here with the edge and kind of moving up, and that's why this side looks a little more rough than the other side. I did some slightly less complex stuff on this side, but I think it looks good because it's kind of this rough, broken up terrain, and so you kind of get that feeling with it, as it's not too smooth and it's pretty sharp. And I think this side looks pretty good, how it bleeds into the edge. Now coming over to this side, it looks much cleaner. This side's not as well polished, but I'm okay with that. I think it looks good enough, but it's got a little bit of a flatter platform, so I could put the troops easier on there. That's something I didn't take into account on this side, and so I had to make some creative decisions to get people like this guy to kind of be in position. But I was able to build it up over the slope here, and I think it looks so good. Just there are gaps, but they're so minimized. It's not perfect, but I think it came out so well and looks so organic, and I'm just extremely happy with how it came out. I love another thing is this custom scout speeder bike I put together here specifically for this mock. I was going for just getting it right in scale with the scout trooper, which I think it's pretty dang 1-to-1 minifigure scale, but also just getting all the details. There are some minor inaccuracies in the width here, just as a result of it just trying to make it as small as possible in the pieces that are available in my collection. And I think it came out so good. It is completely custom. I took no inspiration except for the source material itself, and that's going to be a whole other video later on if y'all want to catch that, where I kind of showcase this new mock I made for that speeder. Now the last little bit of detail here is this little skiff or boat. This one is my second rendition, and it's very simple. It's a snot based build where it's mostly all flat, and then we've got the floor that's built in there. The tiling is built on its side, and so is this little bit here, and I think it came out pretty good. The biggest challenge was getting this little slope here and this little angle, because it's prominent enough that it needed to be there, but subtle enough that it was so hard to get in Lego, and I think it came out pretty dang well. Another thing is this custom boat rowing droid, I guess, that has its head blown off by Cara Dune, and I think that looks pretty dang good. Now the minifigures, this is my custom configuration of Greef Karga from the previous video, and everyone else is just about standard, except the Mandalorian has a gray cape here instead of the silver jetpack he came with originally. But we'll slide this guy back here again. It's got this little outline for it to sit back there, and boy, I think it looks so good, and the arm fell off. But overall, I had such a fun time putting this mock together. It took me like a week or so, now working on and off, but I had like 3 or 4 solid build sessions where I just sat down and got to work, and I am so happy with this. But I'd really like to know what y'all think, so let me know down in the comments what you think of this mock. Do you enjoy this series? This is the final episode for season 1, and I am so ready to move on to season 2. I am getting nostalgia and hyped for the third, I guess, the movie coming out, but we've got to plow through 2 more seasons, and we may make a detour into the book of Boba Fett just to get the chronological accuracy in this series. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and please consider subscribing. I am trying to get to 100 subscribers. I'm a little over 50 right now, and I just appreciate the support because it helps other people enjoy my talent and what I'm sharing with y'all. But until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll see you later.